Good. I don't know how this will work, so I might have to like turn my sound off. So if I just start talking to myself, then you all just feel free to talk amongst yourselves because I know you like to do that. Um, and I don't want to. I don't want to stop you. I don't want to stop you from doing that. So, um, I'll just be doing my thing, yakking away here. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? No, I think I'm good. Thank you. So, today I just thought I would kick off Star Blanket September. I've been so resisting going into fall, but I didn't know that some um, parts of the world they start fall on September 1st. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I did not know that. So it still feels like summertime here. And I'm like, why is everybody just saying it's fall already when it's clearly not? And it doesn't start until September 22nd, which is almost September being over. And anyways, I've been resisting, but it's September now. So I don't know if I can really, like, who can I really keep kidding with this? It's like, it's time to move on. But um, anyways, it's Star Blanket September, and I did it last year, and it was really popular. I enjoyed it. I made a ton of star blankets, and I think maybe it might have started like the trend, the star blanket trend, but it's I don't know how many people know this, or if this is like a trend that a lot of people follow is the stash bust September. And stash bust September is like a no buy trend where some creators on TikTok, I believe one of them is called The Morning Crafter and the other one is called Koozie Crafts. Hi, Kaylin. And they do this thing called Stash Bust September, and it's like we're not going to buy any yarn for the whole month of September. We're just going to use the yarn that we have, and I'm like, well, I know what the perfect thing to do with like leftover yarns is to make a star blanket. So last year I did a Rigidage Star, a Rigidage Superstar, and a Rigidage Supernova. And some of them I did from start to finish. And I'm not doing that anymore because that is too much. Um, but I am going to try. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do a star, a superstar, and a supernova. And so that's what I'm going to do this month. And I'm going to show you the yarn. I'm going to use all three of my yarns come from Knitting Fever, and they've supplied some of it, and some of it I've sought out on my own. But it's really nice stuff. So for my star blanket, I'm using this. It's Juniper Moon Farms, and it's called Cumulus Degrade. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. It is 94% cotton and 6% nylon. So this, Kathy, there's no wool in this. I know you don't like cotton and nylon, and it's really soft and squishy. And the name of this color is um, Senna Sandcastle. Yeah, I, I like when it has hold on, I had to mute somebody. Um I like when it has beachy sounding names is what I'm trying to say. I'm like Senna Sandcastle, and the color is 401. And they suggested this and they sent me this. I said, I'm gonna do Star Blanket September. Is there a yarn you would like me to do for a star blanket? I'd like to do a star blanket for one of your yarns. What would you like me to use? And they gave me a bunch of suggestions, and this was the one that I went with. Juniper Moon Farms. Juniper Moon Farm. They make beautiful yarn. Yes, they do. It's incredibly soft. I'm not a big fan of cottons. Like, you don't see me doing a lot of cottons, but this is really nice, soft cotton. Hi, Janice. Wow, there's a lot of people on. Yeah. It is a 4 weight, and these little balls have 251 yards each, so I have 6 of them. And so I'm thinking for a star blanket, it's probably just going to be baby or toddler sized, because these are really tiny. And I haven't decided, because when I have a gradient like this and I'm doing a star blanket, I'll go from the inside, I'll pull from the inside, and then on the next one I'll pull from the outside, and I'll make the colors go the other way. Sometimes I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. I'll just decide in the moment, I guess. So Juniper Moon Juniper Moon Farms isn't that where Jaws was? No, that was Amity. Oh, Amityville Horror, right? Ooh. I can't. It was my ex-husband's favorite movie, and he would always want to put it on, and then he would fall asleep, and I'd be there by myself scared. Anna says, I just finished your Supernova Rigidage blanket for my boyfriend and he loved it. I bet he did. Can you show the label again? Yeah. All right. I, I can, okay. When your kids call, you got to go. It, kids and grandkids. So we'll excuse you for today. I'll rep the yarn. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on a Zoom call. If you want to be on the Zoom call, join the McKnitiverse, and you can be part of our group. It's the advisory council, I call them. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the star, and then the star blanket. I don't remember all the dates that it's like almost every day, or about 4 days a week. I think I'm going to be going live to work on these, and all the lives are going to be at 7 o'clock. But so I'm going to do the star first, and then however far I get during that time is how far I get, and then I'm going to move on to the next one, which is going to be I'm going to do the superstar out of this. Now, the superstar, it seems like people are becoming more interested in the superstar blanket now. So I want to do like another tutorial. I think like because all the star blankets start with the same 8 rounds, the same 8 setup rounds, I could just start the Supernova tutorial from setup round 9 and go forward. So I'm going to try and do that so that there's like a nice clean tutorial like we have now for the star blanket, so people could do the superstar, because people seem really interested in the superstar blanket. But I'm going to use this. It's called a pinwheel, and it's from Knitting Fever again, and I guess it's brand new. I went to my local yarn store and I saw it there, and I texted my Knitting Fever friend, and I was like, what's this? How come you didn't tell me about this? And they were like, it's new, we didn't even know it was on the shelf yet. So but it was on the shelf in the store, and so I bought 3 of them to do a superstar with, and it's very economical. Like when you think of yarn store, local yarn store yarn, and you think like, that yarn is going to be more expensive, but this was $10 at the local yarn store. And it feels really nice. It's 100% acrylic. I mean, those colors, look at that saturation. That's just gorgeous, that pink. And they did have about 10 colors, 8, 10 colors or so, something like that. So that's going to be my superstar. I love that one a lot. The pink is great. Yes, it is. It's it's great. And again, I don't know if I'll do the inside outside thing, but I'll probably decide in the moment, and that'll be another one. We'll see how far I get, and however far I get is how far I get. And then they sent me some more of this. Not just my favorite yarn, Noro Tsubami, but my favorite my my new favorite color of it. I was working with this on the Great Granddaddy-O blanket on my lives. It's the number 44 Tsubami, and I just don't think that skein, looking at it in the skein, really shows the true beauty of it. But like when you start working with those colors and pulling it out and working with it, it's like you just go on this journey. So it's this very beautiful yarn, but it's Tsubami number 44, and I'm pretty sure this is a new color for them. I'd be way too afraid to even touch Noro yarn. Why? It's nice to touch. It's amazing. No, I mean, people are commenting they're too afraid. It's an investment, okay? But I know a lot of us have no problem going online or going into like Joann's or Michael's or somewhere and spending the equivalent amount of money as one blanket's worth of yarn, making a bunch of stuff and giving it away to other people and never seeing that again. And so I think one of these blankets is, and you know, it's something to make for yourself that you're going to enjoy making and you're going to enjoy using. And I like to, you know, elevate my experience with the Stitch Balm, makes it really kind of extra special to you know, take some of the Stitch Balm and use one of the scents as you're working, and just like give yourself that experience. Self-care. It is self-care. Genevieve, did your yarn come in? Did it arrive yet? My sister got hers today, which is weird because it's Labor Day. I didn't even know the post office was working. So hers came in. So I hope you get yours really soon. Also, Scented Stitches has a new scent called Balance. Which, do I have any here? Yes. They have two. I don't think it's bad or anything. Just if I spent that amount of money, I'd want to make something that I truly love. So yeah, Star Blanket. Let me tell you, these are my two Tsubami blankets behind me. That is the Beach House blanket, and that's the Great Granddaddy-O. I brought them in here so I could show them off. I have been using that Beach House blanket daily since I made it. And every single day I've been like, where's my blanket? It's like my lovey now. Um, you will love it. You will absolutely love it. Um, uh, my sister made hello. Oh, I'm missing all the TikTok comments. Stephanie says, I tried to do the first 8 rows last night and messed up. Well, slow down, take a breath. It's okay. You can do it. Okay, whoops, where did all my windows just disappeared at once? Who knows what I touched? Okay, so Scented Stitches. So they have 2 new scents for, she called them holiday scents. So I don't know if they're, I don't know if they're just like, what do they call that? When they're not part of your permanent line and you just have them for a little while and then you don't have them anymore. But yeah, one of them is unscented, and I guess the unscented, people were saying like that they, when they use the balm on their finger, it helps prevent that burn that you get if you have like really tight tension, or you know, you hold your yarn really tight, or you know, it's one of those yarns that might be a little bit irritating to work with. Shannon says, my Noro yarn came yesterday. Do you love it, Shannon? I know you do. Okay, so yeah, so the unscented I think is for the people that just want that, you know, they want that protection for their finger, but they don't want any aromatherapy. And then we've got this balance. It's really fresh smelling actually. Frankincense, coriander, bergamot, geranium, and sweet orange. Yeah, that's lovely. That's really lovely. I only got like two of these. I restocked my I restocked my little display case. She was like, "Do you want any of the new ones?" And I only asked for two. I wish I had asked for more. I have to order some more. The link is in my bio. Scented Stitches, Stitch Balm. Um okay, let me just look at some of these comments. Um what size yarn are you recommending for the star blanket? You can use any weight yarn for it that you want. Any. I've done everything from 3 up to 6. I mean, that's the thing about these blankets is you really can use pretty much any yarn. Bean says, I really like the greens on the left blanket. That one, I think, is Tsubami. I think they still have that one. Limited edition. Thank you, American Girl. I think that one is 20, 24, 32. Now I don't remember, but it's on the pattern. The Great Granddaddy O pattern. And then Shannon says, the colors are much more vibrant than the pictures online. This, Shannon, did you get the 44? They're going to sell out of this yarn because it's incredibly beautiful. Like, it's just incredibly beautiful. I really love it. Okay. All right. So today I thought to kick off Star Blanket September. Do they know where to go to my link? Um, yeah, all the links for everything are in my bio. Link in bio. Link tree. Thank you though. See, this is why they're my advisory council, because they always have my back. So this is the hat. The advisory council had mixed reviews on this hat. That's right. I think the hat is a state of mind, and it's not everybody's state of mind. And even I'm like, is it my state of mind? I really don't know. Sometimes maybe, and other times maybe not. So I had a real moment with this hat. Um, like, do I like it or don't I like it? Am I crazy? Is there something wrong with me that I want to wear this hat? But so anyways, I went on to TikTok after the meeting with these ladies where they were just like pretty much uh you know, gave me a good ribbing over it, telling me that I should put Christmas tree lights on it and jingle bells and all kinds of other things. And I went over to TikTok and I was like, come on, TikTok, like, what do you think about this hat? And, you know, most people over on TikTok were like, we love it. We love it. And so everybody that made a positive comment on that video got a link with this pattern for this hat last night. So do with it what you will. If you don't like it, you don't have to make it. But everyone who, it reminds me of a crown. Yeah, it's the 6-day star crown. So everyone who signs up for Star Blanket September, your once you put your email in, and there is a place to put a phone number in, but I haven't started texting people yet with stuff. So the phone number is optional. You do not have to put your phone number in, but you do have to give me your name and email to sign up. But once you do that, once you sign up for Star Blanket September, to get my emails, then a link is going to pop up for you to download the pattern for this hat. So this is a freebie that everybody who signs up for Star Blanket September is going to get. And I think I already put it in the McKnitiverse. If you're in the McKnitiverse, you get all the freebies. Yeah, you're welcome. And then if you go over and comment on that TikTok, I'm not really following it anymore. Everybody has to go sign up now if they want the hat. So but I'm gonna make the hat today on this live. I thought I would do that. So I'll stop talking. I've been talking for 23 minutes straight. It's not even close to being a record. And I'm gonna make this hat. The hat starts out with the first 8 rounds of the 6-day star blanket. So we have a really great tutorial available for that online. So I'm not going to go slow on that part. I'm just going to rip it out. You know, rip it, like do it really fast. And then I'll slow down on the part that's different, where you actually make the hat. So let me just open it. I should have opened it before I started. It's right at the top. It's the 6-day star crown, and it's a freebie pattern. It doesn't have any pictures or anything in it, so don't complain. Don't complain to me about it. It's literally a free pattern. Also, I'm not going to wear this the whole time either because it's too hot. All right, let me go ahead and go to overhead and swap my view so that I can crochet for you, and you can see what my hands are doing. All right, I don't think I need this. So these are the 2 yarns that I have, and I'm just like, this is since it's, Stash Bust September, and we're all about using what we have and using leftover stuff. I just have a couple balls of just like 1 ball stuff that I just randomly have. Knitting Fever gave it to me like right as I was walking out of H&H. They like, do you have a hamster? No, I don't have a hamster. What kind of question is that? Is it because this is torn? I don't know. Maybe because of how this is torn. I don't know. But anyways, I already opened this and balled it up. Hi, Amanda. It's good to see you. You can join the Zoom in the McKnitiverse if you're available. We're over there. We're zooming over here. I don't know what she's talking about. Let's see. Shannon says that they would make an ugly Christmas cardie to go with the hat. And Savvy Bite says the hat makes me think of the Statue of Liberty, which is not a bad thing. Yeah. Bean says, I play D&D. My character is a bard, and I'm for sure picturing her in the hat from now on. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think the hat has its place. So anyways, I have these 2. I think I'm going to use the blue one because even though this looks yellow on TikTok, it's really green. And because I got so many like Christmas tree comments when I had the hat on in the Zoom, I'm thinking I don't really want to do it in green, but I could do it in this Ella Ray Eco Tweed Chunky. It looks very nice. The color is called Kiwi, and it's organic merino wool, so it's 25% wool, 75% wool, and 25% polyamide, and it's a 5 weight bulky. So I thought it was a 4. So with it being a 5, like there's no way to really resize this hat other than to use a heavier or a lighter weight yarn. So I don't know what size the hat is going to be if I make it out of this. It's going to, probably be pretty large. So I was intending to use this, but I think I am going to go ahead and use this one. But I wanted to show this yarn anyways because it's very nice and they gave it to me. I just have one skein of it, so I'll think of something else to do with it. Maybe a 6-day like chevron 6-day hat, which I do have a pattern for one, but it could use some tweaking, and so maybe I'll go ahead and tweak the 6-day kid blanket inspired hat, and I'll use this yarn for that, and it won't be so Christmas tree. So there's that. So the yarn I'm gonna use to make this hat is this Bluefaced, and I asked how to say it, and I believe the answer was Leicester. I believe that's how that's pronounced. Does anybody want to weigh in on that? Genevieve is nodding her head. She's so smart. Bluefaced Leicester. This is also from Juniper Moon Farm, and it's a 4 medium, so I feel a little bit more comfortable about sizing. I've already used this yarn to make granny squares on 6-day granny squares on lives. So I've worked with it, and I know how it kind of feels. I'm going to use a J hook with it, but it's 100% wool. And has a 202 yard skein. Leicester, yeah. 4 to 4.5 millimeter needles or a 4 to 5 millimeter hook is what it's suggesting. I think I used an H or an I with it before. Yeah, I think that's what I used, was that one. Okay, so and the name of the color is Teal. It's very nice yarn. So there's 202 yards in this ball of yarn, and I've already done taken these two things out of it. So I don't really know if this is going to be enough for the hat, but I think it will. And if it's not, I'm just going to rip out one of them squares. Who cares? I don't know why I would have a barf when I rolled this up myself. Okay. Here we go. I have to keep kind of moving my windows around. Those are nice. They're both very nice yarns. Okay, so like I said, this isn't going to really be a tutorial until we get past round 8, because the first 8 rounds are exactly the same as the 6-day star blanket. And so you can just go back if you need a tutorial and follow the first 8 rounds of the 6-day star blanket tutorial. So it starts with a chain 4 and slip stitch into the first chain. And always, I don't recommend that you do a magic loop, and even though I see them all doing it, but it's gonna come out along with your knots. My hook is sticky. Let me do a little balance. Okay, and then round 1 is chain 3, which counts as double crochet, and then 13 double crochet into the ring. Who's coughing? You okay over there? How many of y'all have the star blanket memorized or the beginning of it? Think, yeah, the different versions. Three, four. Okay, so there's the instructions say chain three and then 13 double crochet, and then the chain counts as one, so you have a total of 14. So somehow people start thinking that when it says 13 double crochet, that counts, but that's already behind. Sharky's crochet says I'm doing my first one. That's great. Okay, and then we slip stitch into the top of the chain three. I should put the label for the yarn there too, so it's in sight. Chain three, double crochet in the same stitch, two double crochet in each stitch around. Whoops, and then she only does one. Alrighty then. I love working with wool. I love the feel of it. I even like the sheepy smell of it. I like the way the lanolin feels that's in it. I know a lot of people say wool is itchy. Some people are allergic to it, but I mean, even some people who aren't allergic to it feel like it's itchy. I remember my kids would say their wool sweaters, wool stuff I made for them was itchy. I'd be like, no, it's not. It's a list of affiliate links. I have a link tree, so if you go into my bio on if you go into like my profile I don't know where you would find it in the McKnitiverse. I would say the Betty McKnit page on Facebook will have my profile. Yeah, profile link. Like the top one will be like Linktree. What are you looking for? I can put it in the chat for you. Oh, the Juniper Moon Farms. Okay. Cumulus Degrade. Yeah. So I think you're going to have to get that one either uh, from a local yarn store or I'll have to order it for you. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can talk about it on the call later and I can order you some. Round 3. The colors are beautiful. Round 3, chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, double crochet in the next 2 stitches, chain 1, and then you repeat that around. 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 1. Sometimes a very common mistake is that people want to put these 2 double crochet in the same stitch because they did that on the last round, so they think they're going to do it again on this round. Whoops. Whoops. Do y'all want me to turn my volume off over here so you can talk? I don't really know. Hey, I'm not sure, but I can turn the volume. Let me see. I can turn your volume off so you all can talk amongst yourselves. Hello. Hello. How about now? How about now? Say something. Okay. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. So yeah, I mean, they're saying on TikTok that they could hear you before, but they can't hear you now. So you're free. You're free to talk. Who knows what they're saying right now? Because now I can't hear them. They're like, now we can talk about her behind her back. This is the first time we're doing it like this, but yeah, we have our Zoom group in the McKnitiverse, and we have a lot of fun. And you know, when you meet up with people every week, you get to know them and get to know their lives, and you know, yes, this is the hat pattern. It starts out just the same as the 6-day star blanket. Well, this is nice. I really need balance right now. How many star blankets have you made? I have made a lot, but not as many as some people, because when you are designing, you don't make as much. You're not as prolific as someone who's like a maker, because I will rip something out 5 or 6, 7, 8, 10 times before I get it right. What round am I on? 4. Slip stitch in the next stitch, in the next double crochet, and chain 3 space. So we just want to get over to that chain 3 space, and you should have 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Okay, so each one of these big holes is going to get a 3 3 3, and each one of the small chain 1 spaces is going to get a double crochet 3 together. So double crochet 3 together is different from 3 double crochet in the same stitch, and it's not a decrease either. And just because it was a decrease in somebody else's pattern doesn't mean it's a decrease in every pattern. You have to check. It should be explained. Special stitches should be explained every time, because DC3 together can mean different things. Whoops. I just don't think this hook is big enough. I think I need a J. So double crochet 3 together in each of the chain 1 spaces, and 3 3 3 in each of the chain 3 spaces. Yes, I did create this pattern. It's my original creation right on my little brain. I'm using a Furls Odyssey hook. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore, so you have to get them on the secondary market, eBay, or wherever. By somebody who doesn't want theirs anymore. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Aren't you sweet? I mean, my patterns go through a number of iterations, you know, like the first version is always a little clunky. It's like choreography. My 5-year-old is listening with me, and he said, "You have a big brain, not a small one." Well, that's very nice. I have a very small head, though. I love my Furls metal hooks. They sent me a couple of the metal ones. It's not the same for me. They're very nice hooks, though, but they don't feel uh they don't feel like my favorite hook, unfortunately. Okay, and then you join with a slip stitch to the top of the first chain 3 of the round. Okay, and you should have, here's your points, your mountains and your valleys. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 dips. 7 mountains and 7 dips. I never used the other ones, so I didn't have those to compare. Well, I might, yeah. So I might feel, differently about them if I had not used the Odysseys. Could see that. Okay, here's the weirdest thing about this pattern. Slip stitch into the gap just below your hook between the double crochet 3 together and the 3 double crochet. So you have to go right there. You just have to go backwards a little bit. It's really not that serious. And then we're going to chain 2, double crochet 2 together. Okay? Not that big of a deal. And then every chain 3 space is going to get a 333, and the rest of the spaces are going to get a double crochet 3 together cluster. And I love how you still see people, even though the pattern says it's not a decrease. It's a cluster, not a decrease. And it tells you to work into the space. They still try to do it over 3 stitches. Star Blanket September. We need a song. I need my son to write me a jingle. Thanks for following. This is nice yarn. It's a really pretty color too. I think Juniper Moons is really nice. I was at my local yarn store that carries Juniper Moons yarns also, and I was very tempted by some of the other um, Cumulus versions. It's put up a couple different ways, um, and boy, there were some pretty colors, and I didn't end up buying any, but I was so tempted. You've never heard of Juniper Moons? Have you been living under a rock? I'm just kidding. I feel like they're everywhere. So I have a little bit of curl, but I think it's fine. I've already gone up to a J hook. It's fine. Some of y'all worry way too much about the whole curling thing. I mean, you just really want, you don't want this center part of your blanket or hat upping, okay? But like this is probably fine. Amy, happy birthday! Are they in the big 3 yarn stores? No, they are not. Probably need to go to your local yarn store or order it online. Okay, when you come to the end, you're just going to have 1 double crochet 3 together, and then you're going to join to the top of the double crochet 3 together. But I'm going to, because this isn't a tutorial, I'm going to reveal one of my secrets, and that is that I don't do the slip stitch and chain up anymore. I just join with my first single crochet. Don't tell no one. Okay, so the next round is a single crochet round. So I just join with my first single crochet. And if you're going to do this, you do want to mark it, all right? Because it's easy to just blow right past it. So single crochet in each stitch, around, and then 3 single crochet in the chain 3. And I'm not going to count these guys because I've done this a million times. And I don't need to count. No, seriously, there's 8 between each peak and 3 in each peak. Juniper Moon Farms, yeah. I don't like. I have an account with Knitting Fever, but I don't have my retail. I'm not stocked up with retail for retail sales. Like I could be. Maybe that's coming down the line. So I wish I could sell it to you all. I feel like that would take a lot of time away from my designing. I have a lot of ideas. I want to keep designing. So this is round 6. So I didn't do, this hat doesn't have that many rounds, so I didn't do setup rounds, but they correspond, the first 8 rounds, 8 rounds correspond to this first 8 setup rounds of the star. Thank you for sharing the live. Okay, so there it is. My first single crochet, and you do have to join with a slip stitch on that round. So that was round 6. Uh-oh. TikTok makes you do that thing with the puzzle piece. Round 7, slip stitch in the next stitch, chain 3, double crochet in the next 3 stitches, five double crochet in the center stitch, and then 4 double crochet to go down, and then skip 2, and you repeat that. So it's 4 double crochet on each side of the peak, 5 in the center of the peak, and skip 2 in the valley. Four up, 5 in the peak, 4 down, skip 2. Do the setup rounds correlate with every star blanket? Yes, they do. The star, the superstar, and the supernova all start with the same 8 setup rounds. And then the superstar is different from, has a different setup around 9. The 6-day supernova is the star blanket through the setup rounds and the first 2 repeats. So when we do the supernova, I probably am going to start, I might even do all of that off camera. Oh, absolutely, you should make one. It's Star Blanket September. All your yarn that's sitting in baskets and shelves and wherever you have it is just ready to be a star blanket. Yeah, so you could actually start your blanket, your 6-day star blanket with me with the star, and you don't even have to decide until you get to set up round 8 which blanket you're doing. Skip 2 in the valley. Shannon's asking, when you work with Noro, what size hook do you work with? Are you talking about the Tsubami? The Noro Tsubami? And are you making a great granddaddy-o? Trying my hand at the Superstar and using 13 different colors. Oh my gosh. Hey chat. Hey Betty. So excited to see Star Blanket September. I know, me too. I made so many last year. Once again, I don't think we need to worry about this curling. Let me make this look nicer. How do you sign up for that? You go to the link in my bio. Yes. It's a month-long crochet along. It's Star Blanket September. I'm kicking it off today with this 6-day star crown. It's a crown. It's not even a hat. It's a crown. Yes, tsunami, but I think I want a star. So I think I'm probably going to do mine with an I. I'm going to start with an I, and I might have to move up with it to a J. So that would be 5.5 millimeter. That's what I'm going to start mine with. I'm doing a Supernova with mine. And I'm probably going to alternate the yarns. I'm going to alternate 2 balls like I did with the Great Granddaddy-o. So you would sign up. I can't put links in the chat on TikTok, but if you go to my bio, on your bio, correct. Yes. Let me check it. Let me just check it real quick. Well, it's taking it's good old time. Yeah. Star Blanket September. It's tiny URL. Uh-oh. tinyurl.com 2024 SBS sign up. That's the link. And then when you sign up, when you put your information in and your phone number is not required, once you enter, then it will come up and it'll have the link to download. Ruth, it's the 6-day star blanket. Okay, this is the last setup round. It's round 8. Slip stitch, chain 3, double crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'm going to do the same thing, hoping my 5 balls will fix me up a decent sized blankie. If you only have 5, you might want to just stick to the star or the superstar, because the Supernova, you have to do, like, you have to make it big so that it, because you're not adding those extra points in until like the 3rd repeat. So you want to make sure that you can do at least 2 or 3 repeats after that so they really show up. But I mean, 5 is a lot. 5 is a lot. Those have 600 yards in them. So that's, you'll be good. You can do a Supernova with that. It should be plenty, actually. Okay, this time it's 5 going up, 5 in the peak, and 5 going down. It's the round of fives. 5, 5, and 5. 5 double crochet. Why is it so dark? That's why. You're welcome, my dear. Cindy, did you find it? Thanks for following. 5, 5, and 5. And skip 2. And then this is the last round where we're going to make the hat bigger. After this round, we're going to start making it smaller. Shannon Roop says, I made a supernova and it's Karen Ombre for a friend, and it turned out lovely. She's on the cusp of 21 and loves pink, so I use it. Oh, that's so nice. I'll use the muted tones for a more mature pink. Oh, that is so nice. So you've already done the supernova, so you know what to expect. So I trust you with that, Noro, but I totally get it. It's Noro, and it is, it's your investment, and it's a self-care project. I think it's a self-care project. And Shannon, you better not be giving that Noro blanket away. I know that's for you. Miss Betty back at it. You're right. You're right. You know it. You know I'm here. Star blanket September. I am like the one hit wonder of the crochet world. Everything is 6 day. 6 day everything. Betty McNitt, 6 day crochet. I just started Great Grando and I can't get the DC together to lay flat. Huh? Send me a picture of it. Are you trying to do it over 3 stitches? I just did a big lecture about that. It's supposed to go into 1 stitch. It's probably fine and you're just being a perfectionist. That's my guess. No way, it's for me. My birthday today. Happy birthday! I bought the yarn for myself, and what better pattern than Star September? There you go. It's my sister's birthday too. Happy birthday, Shannon. Happy birthday, Amy. That helps. I was doing it in 3. I just had a big lecture about that. It says it right at the top of the pattern that it's a cluster and not a decrease. Y'all have to stop assuming everything is like how Mikey did it. I don't know. Does every crochet designer like explain their special stitches? Because a DC3 together can be a lot of different things. But you have to explain it in the pattern. As a pattern writer, you have to explain it. Okay. All right. I'm not going to... Let's see. Was that 8? Yes. Okay. So I'm not... The pattern says to slip stitch, but this is just my dirty little secret that I've been hiding from you all, that I don't do the slip stitch and chain up anymore, that I just join with the first single crochet of the round. So, well, happy birthday to you. You deserve some Noro. You should order yourself some. You should join, y'all should join the McKnitiverse. You should treat yourself to that. Their name is, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever. People have weird, usernames. All right. So I'm joining with my first single crochet, and this is round 9. And I'll mark it just because people are watching. Single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1. So this is where I'm going to slow down a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Half double crochet in the next. Excuse me. 3 double crochet in the next. Half double crochet in the next. So basically it's single crochet around, but in the center 3 double crochet in the peak in the round below. You're doing 1 half double, 3 double, and 1 half double. Okay, so you're just making the peak a little peakier. And then single crochet. Let's see, does it single crochet in the next 12? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to be doing yarn chicken, y'all. Half double crochet, 3 double crochet, half double crochet, and then 12 single crochet. 1, and it's going to start to not lie flat, which is fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoops. Oh, so the peaks are different than the regular 6-day star. Okay, so this is the 6-day star crown. So I'm making the hat. So up to round 8, it's the same as the blanket, but now I'm on round 9. So now we're going into hat land. Okay, so all the star blankets are the same up to round 8. The hat, same, set up round 8, but I'm on round 9. So this is different from the blanket. Half double crochet, 3 double crochet, half double crochet. And then single crochet in the next 12. Oh my gosh, that is a little girl running by screaming like that. Half double crochet, 3 double crochet. You thought you were watching a movie. I know. At first I was like, what the heck? And then I saw them, and she's really little. So I stopped being mad because she's so tiny. And she's just playing. Sometimes my neighbor with the dog goes by and it makes weird noises. So at first I thought it was her. I was like, oh God, what next? What now? 12 single crochet, half double crochet, 3 double crochet. Hey girl! It's so cool though. I never would have even thought about turning the start into, somebody asked me about it and I was like, I already have a 6-day kid blanket hat. And then I saw that kid, he goes by Average is Lame on TikTok, and he was making these hats, and he was sewing together like 6 hexagons and the points were sticking out. And I was like, wow, that's really different. And then I realized, oh, that person that was asking me about the hat was trying to do that. And so then I was like, well, let me try that. And I did it. I want to make a star and moon pillows. That's what a cool idea. Whoops. Would you ever make a 6-day cardigan? Yes, I already did it. 6-day hexagon cardigan patterns free on my website. I literally just want to make star blankets. I know, me too. They're so fun. Half double crochet, 3 double crochet. I'm stuck on making shawls. I can't stop. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so that's round 9. And it's okay that it's starting to do that. We want it to do that. They're actually going to end up going like that. Okay, so that's where the points are going to start to, like on the next round, we're going to start decreasing. So it's going to like bend over. It's a beret. It's actually a beret. That's how you make a beret. You increase and you make it flat circle, and then you start decreasing, and then you do a brim. That's a beret. So this is technically a beret, if you want to talk about what type of hat it is. Okay, round 10. Slip stitch in the next. Okay, that was my slip to join. So now I got to do another slip. Yes, slip stitch to first single crochet. And then I should have 119 stitches. Okay, but you all know I don't count. So then slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 3, double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double crochet. Okay, so I write it decrease double crochet together to make, because that's different from double crochet 5 together cluster in the same stitch. So this is just how I do it. But I explain everything at the beginning of my patterns, okay? But I say decrease double crochet 5 together over the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to decrease over those 5. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you pull through all of them. Okay, and that's going to make the point of my hat. So now we're kind of flipping over to the other side. What's next? Decreased 5 together over next 5. Double crochet in next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2. Double crochet in the next 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then decrease over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull through all of them. Okay, it's going to start to look real funky. Now we're working on the other side. We're flipping over. 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 2, 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a trio crochet from Jamaica with the hexagon scarf and hat. Oh, okay. I'll look that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull through all of them. Yeah, I couldn't find one other than his that he was making. And he was like freehanding it off of different photos. And he always posts things and says like, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you do this? And then he figures it out and then By the time I get in there and have something to say, he's always like figured it out and moved on. And he doesn't pay attention. I've been having issues with round 9. I have tutorials online on YouTube. 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, decrease double crochet 5 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the best way to get help with your star blanket, if you need it, is to join one of my communities and post a photo so we can tell you what you're doing wrong. It's really like commenting on YouTube where I can't see your work and just saying like, I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? I have really no idea what you're doing wrong if I can't see it. So joining one of my communities where you can post a picture and have somebody look it over is the best way to get help. What did I do? On Facebook. What did I say? YouTube? Well, sometimes people comment on YouTube and they want me to tell them what they're doing wrong. I don't have enough on this. Da 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 da. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. How am I supposed to know if I can't see it? I made a mistake and I don't know what I did wrong right here. So I have to skip an extra one. I know, but I don't have a community on YouTube. All I have is, places for you to make videos for you to comment on. So that's why I'm saying just commenting on YouTube is not, I know what I need to do. Hold on. I need to do a decrease. Not the best way to get help. The best way to get help is to join one of the Facebook communities where you can post a picture and people can help you. Yeah, Facebook if you have it. And then there are other people there besides me, so it's starting to become a lot for me to answer every single comment, DM. Like, I answer everybody, and on every platform: Etsy, Ravelry, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I answer all the comments. Facebook, I'm active in my groups, emails, you name it. So, yeah, Facebook is the best because you won't have to wait for me. You have my whole community. You have my advisory council that's in there, and they've made these blankets hundreds of times, and they can help when I'm sleeping or doing something else. Do you have any favorite craft stores to go get your yarn from? I go to Hobby Lobby or Walmart. I am not enjoying the craft stores as much as I once did. I'm not feeling inspired by their yarns as much as I once was. Um, I'm really enjoying the yarns that I'm supported by Knitting Fever, and I'm really enjoying the yarns that they're sending me. This is what it looks like at the end of round 10. That was round 10. We have 5 rounds to go. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be unraveling one of these squares. I'm glad I didn't weave in the ends. Yes, I'm only one person. And also, I just don't find YouTube is conducive to like answering questions, um because I can't see your work. I'm just guessing, I'm just guessing. Okay. Join with a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. Slip stitch again. Well, then it says, I think I left out a chain 3. Yep, I sure did. Just say chain 3 right here. Chain 3. Double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Double crochet, decrease, double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches. Okay, so there's that decrease over 3 again. Double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, decrease double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches. Double crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3, and then decrease 3. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Decrease over the next 2. 1, 2. Double crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Decrease over the next 3. Double crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Decrease in the next 2. Double crochet in the next 3. Thank you for the likes. Decrease over the next 3. Double crochet in the next 3. Decrease over the next 2. So you decrease over 3 at the point, and then you decrease over 2 at the valley. One, 2, 3. Double crochet 3 together over 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Double crochet 2 together over 2. One, 2, 3. Double crochet 3 together over 3. Decrease double crochet 3 together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then at the end of the round, I'm going to double crochet 2 together over 2, and you're working into the last stitch of the round and the slip stitch in the first stitch, and then you're going to slip to join. Let me see, am I going to slip to join? Yes, join with the slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. This is missing around because I did a row of single crochet next, and it's not in here. This is why I like doing these on in front of people, because I always miss something. So I'll fix this and update the link. So there's actually a round missing, and it should be a single crochet round. So I'm not gonna slip stitch. I'm gonna join with the single crochet, which is my secret. Okay, so we're gonna single crochet around. I was looking at that, I was like, that does not make sense, because I missed a round. I was probably tired when I did this. Yeah. Round 12. Yes, it helps. I'm like a choreographer that doesn't know their own dance. Very familiar feeling. Okay. Join with a slip stitch. Okay, now this will be round 13. Chain 3, 2 double crochet. Oh, Cindy, you're so sweet. That is so nice for you to say that. Skip 2 and 3 double crochet in the next stitch around. So now this is going to be like, you know, the 6-day row 2, first cluster row. So you're just skipping and 3 double crochet in the next. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next around. I'll be excited to see people wearing these. People, I saw one person online already posted that they made it. I'm really excited to see people's TikToks or posts or whatever with these hats. It could be for all your holidays. Good one for 4th of July. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next stitch all the way around. Because it looks like the Statue of Liberty, right? Okay, and at the end I only have one left to skip, but you slip stitch to join the round into the top of the chain 3. cool how it works out, isn't it? Okay, slip stitch into the next two stitches and into the space, and then chain 3. Thank you, Cindy. And then I'm going to join a new 2 double crochet in the same space. And then we're just going to 3 double crochet in each space around. Three double crochet in each space around. Almost there. Okay, and then the pattern says to join with a slip stitch to the top of the chain 3, but just shh, don't tell anybody. I am going to join with my first single crochet of the round, and then this is a single crochet round, so I'm just going to work single crochet around, and I'm going to work over these ends for just like 2 stitches and then drop them back down. Working over ends is not secure. I bet you're happy. I am happy. I'm living the dream. I really love what I do. And I love where I live. I feel really supported in my life. You do make, oh, that is so kind of you to say. I really appreciate it. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like play. I have the stitch counts in the pattern for you all. I know you'll want them. I just haven't mentioned them because I didn't count. I didn't count anything. Now, if you're not going to do the slip stitch and chain up, you have to either mark your stitch or just be really careful that you don't just go right past that first single crochet, because it's easy to miss, and just keep going and going and going. Okay, and then we're going to slip stitch to join into it. All right, and then this is our last round, which is round 16, which you all are gonna hate, because you know the 6-day star blanket has reverse single crochet on the edge, and this has reverse half double crochet. Okay, and it's, look, we don't have to make a big fuss over this. We're just doing a half double crochet, and instead of going from right to left, going from left to right. So we're just going a little bit backwards, okay, pulling up a loop and then pulling through 2 loops, okay. You have to do it very loosely. That's what it looks like when you're done, okay. Keep it really nice and loose. See how loose I'm doing it? Yarn over, pull up a loop in the stitch, 1 stitch back, pull through, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through. You have to keep it really loose. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through. Yarn over, pull up a loop, 1 stitch backwards, pull through. Gives it that nice cord edge on it. Now, because we're doing this so loose, the tension is so loose, every once in a while, I have to skip one. You might not have to skip, but every once in a while, I have to skip, or it starts to ruffle because I'm going so loose. You have to have just so much room to be able to let those stitches twist around and let your hook, be able to pull your hook through those 3 twisted stitches. So you just have to check it for yourself. Yeah, you can do it. Now, I think if you don't want to do it that way, I think you can do it going forward and then helicopter your hook like that. So you would turn the work over and do it from the wrong side. Yarn over, pull up a loop, helicopter your hook. But to me, that's even harder to keep the tension. And I mean, it's just a hat, so it's not that big of a deal, but I would not want to do that on an entire blanket. To me, it's easier just to go backwards. But some people really don't like going backwards. But look at that cord edge that it makes. Isn't that nice? Just keep it really nice and loose. You could bump up your hook if you want, but no matter what size hook you use, you still have to keep it loose enough that you can pull through. Pull your hook through. It's super loose. I know when I first started crocheting, and I've noticed a lot of newbie crocheters, they think that their work is just going to fall apart if it's not tight. But it won't. It can be loose. Yeah, it looks like a braided cord or something on the edge. I mean, you really want to do it like really nice and even to get that like braided look, cord edge, piping kind of look. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for hanging out and hyping me up. I mean, I knew when I put this in the pattern that people were not going to like it. No one's complained about it yet. But enough people have said stuff about having difficulty with the reverse single crochet on the star blanket that I was like, okay, if you thought reverse single crochet was difficult, you know, let me throw a reverse half double crochet at you. You know, some stitches are not fun to do. This stitch is not really fun to do. Wouldn't call it fun. I mean, I don't hate it, but you know, I can't just fly through it. I have to take my time. I have to, carefully make sure it looks right. It's the edge of the hat. It's the part that's going to be right by your face. And it's only like, what, 57 stitches, so that's not that many. You can do it. Once it's done, it's worth it. That's right. Keep your hands really nice and loose. You got this. Haven't really had to skip that much. For me, that row will take as long as the whole hat. Nah. It's fine. Almost there. About 10 more to go. Okay, and then we don't really where did I see a needle? What you do with this is you just weave it right in. You don't have to slip stitch it. Hey, did you have to use your square yarn? Yes, I did. It's okay. Really didn't need that square. I really want to make that like wrap in. Look a little bit better. There. That's better. Then it looks very continuous. And then I'm going to go down into that next round. And then I'm going to take my yarn back that way. And that's going to help keep it secure. Okay, so I went that way a little bit, and then I went that way. So you want to change directions. And then from the front, it looks pretty continuous. And I can just trim it off with my beautiful scissors. They're so nice. How do I look? I hear you now. How do I look? It's cute. I look cute in this one, right? I like the blue. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep. I can hear you now. Yep. The only way to really resize it, I think, would be to use a smaller yarn. Use a 3 weight or a 3 weight yarn. Or, to make it bigger, use a heavier yarn. This is a 4. This is a 4, and this one's also a 4. But this one's much bigger. Yes, that's true. I don't know if I will wear it or not. Uh, the chaos. Oh yeah, the chaos. I'll wear it with my chaos scarf. I feel like this point has to be in the middle, though. Otherwise, it's like horns. 7. There's 7 of them. Yeah. So maybe you could, if you wanted to make it smaller, only do 6, maybe, but will it lie flat? I don't know. These are the kinds of things we talk about in the advisory committee. Using a smaller hook will definitely do it. Yeah. And I don't think curling is that big of an issue because it's a hat, so you want it to curl anyways. Oh, I have a yarn end popping out. I feel like I have, maybe it's because I have a very small head, but I feel like I look good in hats. I can pull off hats, even a weird hat like this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to the live streaming viewers, and I'm going to just go right over to the Zoom meeting. So, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, TikTok. Goodbye.